Hey, I'm Derek Diedrichson from RelaxShacks.com, author of Humble Home, Simple Shack, showing you today this treehouse in Vermont. This treehouse in Vermont, always with the Michael Keaton, George Carlin voice. There's a path that leads to this, which is pretty cool. The Fern Forest Treehouse, Lincoln, Vermont. Enough of showing me, let's show the treehouse. Here's where a Steadicam would have been nice to have in the budget. Instead, the $170 flip cam. Which is great, because if I lose the thing or spill beer on it, I won't cry for that long of a period of time. So this is the Fern Forest Treehouse, kind of built, as you can see. There's a ramp going up to it, which is nice and easy access-wise. Built into the side of a hill, or these trees are off the side of a hill. So from that side porch right over here, as I'll show you in a little bit, it's about a 30-foot drop. Make sure you don't have too many Miller Lights when you're hanging out here. You take that spill, it's one that'll kill. That was cheesy, I apologize. I think it's very well built, very eclectic in style, and just look at the door here with the Frank Lloyd Wright style, as built by Harrison Reynolds and Ellie Bryant are the owners of this place. What I love here in terms of recycled gear, some old skis as railings, natural wooden, saplings, squaw wood trunks here for railings and support as well. The walkway almost has a pallet wood look to it, although it really isn't. And in the distance, the main house, which is gorgeous in its own right. Now, as you wake up every morning here on floor number 1, by the way, this is a real tree. I don't know if you can see it in the frame, going right through the center of this tree house, which is cool. Moss on it and everything. As you wake up, though, 30-35 feet down, you have a full view of the Fern Forest Valley down here. Wildlife everywhere. You can see there's actually a beaten deer path through the valley, so I'm sure you'll see quite a few of those. I've been staying here 2 nights, hence the disheveled hair and me looking like Robin Williams in that Fisher King or whatever movie about him being a homeless dude, just in case if I get the title wrong. But the view is pretty spectacular. I could live here. Knock on wood. Here's a tree I was telling you about, coming up through the floor, sailing right through the roof of this tree house, reminding you that you are in, yes, a tree house. When you wake up, where am I? Oh yeah. About 16 inches across. It's one of 4 maples that's holding up this entire structure, which is very, very sturdy. And it better be, again, we're 30 feet up in the air. Height-wise, worth it though. The view is pretty spectacular. I'll show you in a couple minutes. Or maybe seconds. If you're into bird watching, probably a perfect spot here. Again, if you were to sit here quietly and not yell, make noises, or pop open too many beer cans, you'd probably see some deer, porcupine, even moose I hear traveling right by here in the valley, 30 feet below. Just the 180 of the porch view here. You can kind of walk around the corner. The deck curls a little bit around here into a window facing that downstairs bed. I think I can go handheld from here on out. It'll look like, with a small camera that I might have the DTs. Especially as I forgot to put away my Jim Beam cans there. Whoops. But here's an interior shot of the homemade windows and, pane lattice work, if you will, that was done by Harrison Reynolds. Here's a cool little recycled door leading to that porch, that deck we just showed you. For all you tiny house cabin dwellers, the world's smallest refrigerator. Holds just a couple bottles of water, half-gallon of milk we had sitting in there. Little tiny space heater. Very eclectic in design, I love it. A lot of natural wood, a fixed window here that I'm a fan of. Windows everywhere. Again, from bed number 1, I'll give you a closer shot as you look down to the valley below. Another window here. Tree in my face. And here as well. Pardon the tripod in the corner. Very unprofessional, Deke, very unprofessional. Little rocker and moving ottoman here. Little reading nook with a cool little lamp made out of just a piece of maple. Harrison, very creative. I like this lamp as I spin the camera around here too. This lamp cover he made, pretty simple in design, but it looks cool. Got little wall candles here and there. This up here is the bridgeway to get to the sleep loft, the queen-sized futon sleep loft. And this is the ladder ye shall take. Hark, hark. So we travel up this ladder. Let's see if I can climb. All of a sudden you can see the camera spiral down to the ground and a pool of blood. This is the loft up here. Another lamp up there, reading light. I wish I had a wide angle lens to really show you the scope of this. It's cool. Queen sized. A window there, another one. You can kind of see I'm really stretching my arm out to show you this. And the kind of cathedral ceiling. Pardon the shaky camera again, that looks down into the entrance. And straight down below, I can't even see what the camera's doing anymore. So hopefully I'm pointing at something. That's interesting. Some very cool art hanging here and there as well. An old level, some old tools, wind chimes, this cool little feather art here. I like this. I'm getting some glare. Just very funky rustic. We call it fustic. And what else did I want to show you? Your handsome host, what's up? Guffaw, guffaw. And again, over bed number 1, you have that vaulted ceiling here. About, I'd have to say, 12 feet high. Oh, and a little collection of reading material. Luella Bryant, one of the owners of this treehouse, and author as well. This book looks very interesting. Forward by Howard Dean, the Howard Dean. It's called While in Darkness There Is Light. Mental note, I gotta read this myself. She's authored some children's books as well. Luella Bryant. So you're staying in the treehouse of an author and a mad scientist of lumber. Harrison, the stuff he builds is just very, very, very fun, and just he's very skilled. Again, the door. I just love this door. Alright, here's a better shot from the loft. I just climbed up here. Again, the tripod, I'm sorry. Most people would not have noticed had I not brought it to attention. For those curious, it looks like the tree feeds through is collared off with some rubber roofing and or the cuttings of an inner tube, or a tire. And I think the same goes with flashing the roof up above. And things are just collared off here with the towel at the bottom. Probably to absorb any wetness or moisture that might run down the tree, which is going to be inevitable. But it's a pretty tight cut. Look at that. Here you can better see just how this structure is situated in the trees, framing wise a little bit. Some of the huge lag bolts and joists that hold it up, and the tree house as we pull back and the camera creaks itself. There's a shot of some of the lags helping to hold this up. That one's probably 3/4 of an inch. Another tree where one of the boards has almost grown into it by now. This has been up here about 4 years. Some insulation underneath. I was actually right, even cooler. Those are forklift pallets that compose the walkway. All strung and supported together with some pretty thick logs. The Yankee way. And back to the treehouse through the advent of cinematic magic. That about wraps it up. We don't want to intrude on the privacy of Harrison and Ellie too much. Next we show you a tour of their underwear drawer. We're not going to do that. So thank you guys again for watching. I'm Derek Diedrichson for RelaxShacks.com, author of Humble Homes, Simple Shacks. New version out 2012 through the Lions Press. Buy 40 copies of it. Steal 40 copies. No, I shouldn't say that. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you later.